or early October, where you will recommend a no to the proposal we do not know yet from Brussels on.
We are very much aligned in the question of that Europe must stand together to lower the numbers, the flow of migrants coming into Europe. Of course, we should take care of the refugees and those that have a need for refugee. But what we're seeing and what we saw last year is that many of the people coming are not refugees but migrants. And we need to find better ways to make sure that they stay in their own countries, and if they come to Europe, there's a possibility to return them to their own countries. And we have been having a good discussion on how we can work together on that.
Without protecting our borders, Europe is not going to be able to overcome this challenge, which is the most serious challenge we ever had to face since the foundation of European Union. Hungary has made a lot in order to protect her own borders. We will continue with that. And when it comes to the debate about solidarity, we don't think that solidarity means that you deliver migrants from one border of you to the other one. But solidarity means that you comply with your obligations, that you comply with the international regulations, and you stop the flow of illegal migration.
Prelude or pretext to Hungary leaving.
People usually say that we closed our border, which is again not true, because we sealed off the green border. The border crossing points are open, so if you would like to come to Hungary, you are welcome. But you have to respect the laws, not only Hungarian laws, but the European laws as well.
Hungary can't, and I sure know that Denmark can't, see through another 2015 when it comes to the lack of control, when it comes to the numbers of people seeking asylum in Denmark, and when it comes to the number of people who are migrants coming to Denmark. So we need to have new measures, and the EU-Turkey agreement is one of them. The agreements that other countries are doing their parts on the routes, not just waving people through, but actually living up to standard, is another part. And what we have been talking about is how to make the next step to open up for readmission of those who have come here but are not allowed to stay because they're not asylum seekers, they're not refugees, they just come as economic migrants.
In late September or early October, where you will recommend a no.
We have to look at the sanctions from the perspective of the Minsk agreements. And that's why we are in favor of a political debate on the highest possible level in the European Union to make a judgment whether sanctions have contributed to come closer to the fulfillment of the Minsk agreements or not.
Thank you. And then,
Okay, now I will have some interview here. So